that a new chiropractic graduate makes. You need to know this. I needed to know this. I'm Dr. Anita Haque, and I'm a chiropractor here dedicated to help you get the most out of your career and the most out of your life. So I want to share the 3 mistakes that I see not only in myself that I'd experienced 13 years ago when I graduated, but what I see in a lot of other people that they just don't know what they're missing. So top mistake number 1, I'm going to start with this phrase that somebody told me, and that is, there is no free lunch, my friends. There is no free lunch. What does that mean, no free lunch? Well, let me explain this to you. A lot of new grads get out of school thinking, oh, I'm a doctor now. Now that I have DC next to my name, I should be banking in the money. I should have hundreds of thousands in the bank immediately. A doctor should hire me and they should kiss the ground I walk on. I know you don't think that, but a lot of new grads have that sort of cocky feeling in their mind, and it shows. So you've got to put in the work and you have to be prepared. I don't want you to be blindsided by how much time, how much dedication it's going to take you to really make it in a way that I know you want to make it, which is big, really making a huge impact on the lives of all these people. Because you didn't do all the work you did, spend all the time, all the money to become a doctor of chiropractic, to just have a little practice or a little impact. No, I know you did this to become big, or else you wouldn't even be watching this video, would you? So there's no free lunch. Whether you're going to be an associate, whether you're going to start your own practice, whether you're going to buy a practice, I want you to be clear that you're going to have to put in the time, the heart, the energy, the research, the momentum to make sure you get these patients into you, because they will not be beaten down your door just because you're there. And also, let me tell you this, if you are going to be an associate, which I recommend is a good idea for majority of new graduates, you want to show your doctor that you're working for that you're willing to put in the time. Weekends, no problem. Weekends, what are a weekend? Weekend is you marketing yourself, getting that practice. A doctor will only value you because you're bringing value to the practice and value to the patients. So how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by putting in that time, putting that effort. Don't expect unreasonable expectations that it's just going to come to you. So I want you to remember that. I want you to start doing it now. Get out there, start putting that energy out there right now. And the second mistake, which I definitely don't want you to be making, that second mistake, is the lack of confidence. I'm going to share a story with you, which is me just graduated, started my own practice from ground zero, and I remember my first report of findings where I had to sit in front of somebody who was 20 years my senior, who had been to other chiropractors before, go over their x-rays and tell this gentleman why they need to spend $3,000 in my office and pay it in full right now. Honestly, I was so scared thinking, gosh, I'm only 24 years old. This guy's not going to want to buy what I have. But you know what I did? I faked it until I felt it. What I mean by that is I went in there with the right mindset. And confidence is something that people can feel. They can not only feel it with the way you're speaking to them, but they can feel it in your hands when you're trying to adjust them. And a person who feels that you're nervous, guess what's going to happen to their muscles? They're going to go like this. They're going to tighten up. And that is going to make the worst adjustment and most uncomfortable adjustment for them. So what do you think the likelihood is of them coming back to see you? Probably pretty slim, isn't it? So confidence is key. I want you to practice confidence right now. Stand in the mirror and talk to yourself about chiropractic. Talk to yourself as if you're talking to a patient. If that weirds you out a little bit to look at yourself in the mirror and have a little talking to, which is probably good practice anyways, talk to your family members. Practice on them. It is absolutely vital that you go in there with gumption, with confidence, and remember one key mindset, which is this. This person needs you needs your care, needs your touch way more than you need them. That's what I went in when I was 24, that mindset. I would remind myself every time I'd walk into report of findings, I would remind myself, this person needs what I have. They need the gift that I have to give them. And that's going to separate you. You don't want to make that mistake and be not prepared. Get your confidence up and you can do it right now. And then the third biggest mistake that you must know and be totally aware of and stay away from is trying to go out there on a spinal screening and not knowing what to say and talking yourself out of new patients, because I see this all the time. And I understand why it happens, because you know what? You've got all this amazing knowledge that you've learned and acquired over the last 3 to 4 years, and you just want to tell everybody everything you know. That could be the biggest deterrent to getting a patient to want to come see you. You're not going to create any raving fans like that, because people don't really care about how much you know. And talking to them in this science-like language, their eyes are going to glaze over. They're not going to even be paying attention. So you must master not only speaking and educating a patient properly, but also not over talking, because you want to talk less and listen more. That's what's going to engage them. They want to know how much you care about them. They don't care about how much you know. And I want you to remember that, because somebody told that to me years ago, and it made a world of a difference in me being able to bring in new patients to my practice. I hope that these 3 mistakes are not mistakes that you're going to make, because you are a superstar. I hope you enjoyed this video and